So you wanted your DJI Mini 2 to do some tracking and use the quick shots to do a semi-tracking shot like these. I bet you had to do it many times. I know I have. DJI Mini 2 doesn't have active tracking like the Mavic or the high-end drones. But what if I told you you can download an app to track and follow you while you're kayaking using the DJI Mini 2? In this video, I'm going to share a third-party app called Litchi, and the iOS just recently launched a couple of weeks ago, and I purchased it to test it out. I'll share the tracking mode while I'm kayaking so you can see for yourself, and towards the end of the video, I'll share my thoughts. These are the different flying modes. I haven't tried all the modes, but I'm most keen on the follow and the tracking mode. The waypoint mode also seems very interesting, where you select a few points of interest and it will fly that route. Maybe I'll try it later. For this video, I'm using the tracking mode only, whereas the name suggests will track what I've selected on the screen, which is my kayak. The other mode, the follow mode, apparently follows the remote control of the DJI Mini. I have yet to try this, but it also seems like a very interesting flying mode. But I believe the drone needs to be pretty high up with a strong connection with the satellites for it to work well. What you see on the screen is the tracking mode. I was really impressed at Litchi's ability to track me, but again, there weren't many distractions to lose track. I'll be very keen to see what happens when there are two kayaks side by side, or with a lot of distractions in the background. I'll have to test it out later. My second test wasn't as successful as the first time round. I blamed it on user issues, but then again, I believe the bright reflection of the water also confused the app a little. I contacted Litchi directly and they got back to me really fast. They did say because they're recording real time, algorithm running in the background is quite heavy, so I have to make sure I close all the other applications in the background. You also have to make sure you press the follow mode after you selected the subject. A warning like this will pop up to make sure you know the risks. So here are my thoughts. Some things you'll need to consider. The DJI Mini 2 isn't made for active tracking. The drone only has sensors at the bottom to sense the ground, so it doesn't have any obstacle avoidance. It doesn't have any of the side sensors like the Mavic, where it can actively track an object without crashing into trees or buildings. But then again, DJI Mini 2 has quick shots where there will be similar risks. So it's really up to you if you want to take the risk or not. If you do use the Litchi app, I would suggest to use it in an open area where the risk of hitting anything is low. Another thing is that if you have purchased the DJI Care Refresh, I'm not certain if the warranty is valid if anything happens to your drone while using a third-party app like Litchi. I've had my DJI Mini 2 for almost a year, so I'm okay if anything happened to my drone. I mean, this is all a personal preference, so make sure you do your homework before using the app. The app itself for iOS is still relatively new. The Android version has been in use a lot longer, so I believe there will be less bugs on Android. For the iOS version, it's only been released a couple of weeks ago, so there's bound to be bugs. I've seen many updates, and it seems like Litchi is on the top of their game in updating their software to give us users a better experience. I'm sure they'll resolve any issues really quickly. So will I keep using it? Yes, for sure. It's a function that I've been waiting for the DJI Mini 2 for a while. It'll help me record footage that I haven't been able to do myself, and I didn't want to get the Mavic as it's much larger and heavier, as well as it being more expensive. Another issue is that because it's over 250 grams, there are certain rules and regulations which require registration or even needing to do a piloting course to get a license to fly it. So if you're not so sure about the reliability of the app, wait for the developers of Litchi to continue to improve the app and see down the track if it's something you really want. Okay, that's it for me. I hope you found this video useful. Catch you guys next time. See ya. Bye.